Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Give me some time. This is the morning dew for certified doers just like you. So grateful to have you guys this morning on this Thursday, July 27th, as we sort of roll through the next iterations of what this week shall look like. Grateful to have y'all 10 toes down with us. Again, I'm Jackie Glass, Mama, Navy vet, certified doer, and the laced up legislator for the House of Delegates 89th District. Super honored to serve. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning on Instagram. Appreciate you guys being here. We're going to roll right into it. I just want to put this up out front. I've got a couple issues that we have that I just want to give you guys some insight on. If you or somebody you know might be dealing with that, they can reach out to our office for. I've got one sort of note, historical note for context for some of the things that we're doing right now, and then lastly, I'll have an opportunity call to action. Y'all ready for it? Good morning. I'm doing well. So glad to have you here, Miss Resource Queen. Y'all ready? Okay, great. So number one, on our website at the very top on delegatejackieglass.com, we have added a ribbon that says get help with your rights restoration. That has been added because lately, just in the past a little bit, we've had a ton of folks come and ask about getting their rights restored. The process is not as streamlined as it used to be. I've been trying for almost 3 months at this point for one person, and we just picked up another person. So please, 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 if you know anybody that might possibly have the opportunity, good morning, Ray June. If you know anybody that might possibly on that pathway to getting their rights back, please send them to our website, click the form. We will start pinging about getting their rights restored. That's number one. That is super important, as I believe there's a concerted effort to ensure less and less people vote on election day this year. Number two, we've had a lot of requests for licensures. So you know that the state does let me pull this up so that I make sure I have the right information. I know I need to change that battery. The licensure. So like for folks that are have licensing through like trying to do medical or whatever medical licensing, we've had several folks reach out to us about their application, the timeline of being approved. Um, all you have to do is reach out to us for anything like that. It is my role, our office role, to liaison with you and the state level. So if you have a licensure issue, just give us give us a shout, and we will do our very, very, very best to interface. We've been able to get the licensing problems, concerns taken care of fairly swiftly. But the restoration of rights, I believe that's going to be a long journey for us, given the mindset of the current executive branch about the restoration of rights. So hang in there with us. But just if you know folks, get them to us sooner rather than later. Sound good? Second, I'm going to do a call to action off top. Like we're going to start with one and we're going to end with one. Uh, um, Everyone is saying, hey, November 7th, that's election day. I hope I'm saying that right. November 7th, that's election day. Get out, make sure you vote. No, 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 no. Yo, I want us to be in a place where we're doing it on day one. So I'm calling for you all September 22nd. Do you hear me? September 22nd is the day we vote. Hey, Yuri. Hey, Jay Johnson. Um, September 22nd. Let's go ahead and put that. We're going to be day ones. We're going to be day ones. We're not going to mess with all of that. We're just going to be day ones. Furthermore, as our team said, we're looking to go ahead and get our polling stations filled up for November. So if you want to be a day one, a certified doer, go ahead and get that vote out of the way on September 22nd, and then be a greeter for us in November. we would love for you to go to the website, send us a little message saying, hey, I'm interested, because we want to get you set up. We want to get you to be a part of the team. That's it. But I'm just getting it out of the way. It's not usual. My daughter loves to go on election day to vote, and I love to go with her too. But we might have to switch it up just to make sure we get it knocked out the park. All right. Today, we are launching something very, I think would be very interesting to you all. Instagram, you might have a little bit of an issue trying to see what it is that we're doing. So I'm going to put the link in. I'm going to actually show the link on the other screen. We have launched what we called Build in Public Virginia. And so it's Build in Public VA, right? We have decided that it is advantageous for us to bring you all into the process of building. This is an initiative that our office have where we want to take together, we want to move, we're trying to move policy making from our office, from the back rooms into the sunlight. And so we ask you to join our team, right? Join us as we engage in building our 2024 legislative agenda. So you will be able to, you will have a full view and public awareness to looking at how we're building our legislation. So if you go to buildinpublicva.com, buildinpublicva.com, you will be able to see what we're building. Our goal is to raise money and hire people, a new army of legislative staffers to sort of move policymaking into the 21st century. As a member of the General Assembly, y'all, I have the ability to request drafts of almost up to 100 pieces of legislation. And sometimes I'm limited, but we want to use this website as a channel, a social learning experience for us to be able to build in public. Now, if you're on here, I'm going to go ahead and add it to the stream. So you'll be able to see the Build in Public, right? We want to engage more kinds of people in the process. And that's people like you, everyday people that show up to the certified doers that are like, I don't even know how this works. And I'm going to turn my camera around for you guys on Instagram just to see if you'll be able to see, and it won't be weird. Yep, there it is. So you can kind of see my screen, hopefully a little bit. So Build in Public, we'll have updates here for you guys so you can see it. Remember, that's Build in Public VA. You can register for account. You can propose a new idea, a new project, or you can make a contribution. So our projects, it's like there's legislative proposals. So we've got a list of legislation that has been proposed. Let me see if you can see it over here. Already listed here. So restricting deceptive tactics for juvenile interrogations. You can see over here. I know that's difficult for you on Instagram, but then we've got proposals that have been made to us, as well as initiatives, the care economy, the business plan for the creative economy, and then the events that we have coming up, Creatives on the Capitol. But that's it. You are a major part. And let me flip this around. You are a major part of this, right? This is for you. This gives you guys an opportunity to sort of be in the process. Many people think it's elusive. Like, I don't know, Jackie. I don't know what I don't know what this is. I don't know how we do this. So this is your opportunity to be a part, because we're trying to be intentional with that. And we move with intention. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your comments in the chat. Drop them below. Let me know. If you have a community event, I'm looking at the time. If you have a community event that you want to share, please drop them in the comments, because I'll shout them out at 7:25. 7:25. I'll shout those out. So don't hesitate to drop those down in the comments. So I'll throw it back out to you guys. Is there any policy, any program, any initiative that you have because what we've got so far have been things that were brought to us. Do you have anything that you hope to see, right? Is there any piece of legislation, drop it in the comments, what you're hoping that you get to opportunity to to see this next General Assembly and beyond. I know Yuri, she was on here, has brought two pieces of legislation um, with a teammate to the General Assembly. Like these are high schoolers, right? Getting it done, finding a way to be a part of the process, and we want you to be able to do the same thing. All right, so I'll leave that there. Hopefully, you guys have some ideas that you want to put in the chat. Secondly, today I'm having our women's veterans roundtable at the Slover Library. This is really exciting, y'all. Virginia has the largest amount of women veterans in the United States, right? The largest. Do you hear me? The largest amount of women in we have with over 109,000 women veterans sitting in the Commonwealth. We finally got to a point where we're trying to figure out how do we take this invisible population of veterans and do well by them. So today at 2 p.m. we will be sitting down with someone from the executive branch, from the Department of Veteran and Defense Affairs, to discuss some more women veteran stuff. We have a couple more seats, so if you know somebody that might want to show up today at 2, tell them come on down to the Slover at 2. So we've got a comment here on Instagram. Resource Queen _Queen 125 said, I would love for disabled people to have more rights, like sidewalks. Oh, please go to Build in Public and put that. Just go ahead and put it in there. Because what we learned is some of these things are going to be, we're going to have to help you push on the local level for support. But you're absolutely right. I can't take it when I see someone that maybe has a motorized chair, or maybe the sidewalk, the way that sidewalks are built. You guys see those, and hopefully you'll notice this the next time you're out walking around, that the way the sidewalk opens up, it's supposed to guide the little bumpy things you guys see. It's supposed to guide folks to the crosswalk, and some of them guide them to the middle of the street. And some sidewalks just are not. They're not built for folks. So yes, I'm with you, Resource Queen. I'm with you. More intentional infrastructure that allows for mobility of all kinds, with people of all kinds of abilities. Did I get that right? I hope I got that right. More with intent. I'm here for it. I love it. Yo, as she says, in Chesapeake, they don't have it. That's all right. So Build in Public, this is across the Commonwealth. So please go to Build in Public VA, resource _Queen 125. Go to Build in Public VA and take that comment and put it in there, because our goal here with the Build in Public programming is to get you to the right person, right? If you haven't signed up for summer school, y'all, summer school is happening, okay? Summer school for certified doers, because you are a certified doer. That's why you up with us, right, Mackenzie? That's why you up with us, certified doers, summer school for certified doers. We're hitting our second portion of policy making, helping you understand the legislative process, but also building out that thing that matters to you. We are on part two. So if you missed part 1, it's fine. Come on, because oftentimes, just like the Resource Queen was talking about, we find that you don't need a state level policy. You'd like if there's something at the local level that you want, or maybe there's something at the federal level we can help you advocate with. So we're here for it. All right. We are here for it. Got it. Good morning, Miss Charlene. So good to see you this morning. Good morning. And you're coming from LinkedIn. Usually she's on Facebook, y'all. Glad to have you here. Appreciate you. So I'm still, if you have any community events, please drop them in the comments. I will make sure that I announce them at 25 after, as we shift to the next thing. So today marks the anniversary, you all. Today marks the anniversary of Executive Order. This is interesting. All right, so Executive Order 9981. Remember this, Executive Order 9981, 75 years ago. And let me say this, I should maybe say only 75 years ago, President Truman signed an executive order, the 9981, to desegregate the military. So July 26, 1948, the president sort of made this committee on the equality in treatment and opportunity in the armed services. So think about that. A committee on equality of treatment and opportunity in the armed service. And it mandated that the military desegregate. One of the first lines of this executive order says that he hereby declares to be the policy of the president that shall be that equality of treatment and opportunity for all persons in the armed service without regard to race, color, religion, or national origin. This policy shall be put forth in effect as rapidly as possible, having due regard to the time requirement and effectuate any necessary changes, and listen to this part, without impairing efficiency or morale. Somebody gonna be mad, right? And to be quite honest, we're 75 years later. Back then, President Truman received pushback from politicians, from generals, from friends who completely opposed integrating the military, completely opposed it. Completely. Do you hear me? It was like, no, we're not doing that. But he told them, that I'm asking for the equality and opportunity for all human beings. As long as he stays here, he's going to fight. And as we walk 75 years forward, I'd love to hear some of your thoughts in the comments, like what we are seeing some very swift. At that point, there was very swift and amazing uproar about racial policies in the U.S. military, our Air Force. So if you got any Air Force in your family, little tidbit: Air Force was the first to get it done. But yeah, Air Force was the first fully integrated branch of service, and I imagine that it was tough. When we look at the world 75 years ago, and we look at the world that we live in now, I say this because there are a lot of similarities. to people feeling threatened and upset about equality, about equity, because it threatens the status quo in a very, very, very real way. I want you all to keep in your minds the really important part of just honoring this moment in time is that oftentimes, as much as we hate it, as much as we don't like it, and I'll repeat this consistently, is that it does take policy. It does take politics to bring people out of the margins. And that stinks, right? There has to be a real consequence that humanity is not something that we impart, let me say that humanity is not something that people impart on other folks. It has to be lawful. There has to be a very real consequence to their quality of life in order for them to stop messing with other people's quality of life. You know what I'm saying? So with that, as we hold in our hands, just like the resource queen just asked for, dang, just like make things that do the ADA requirements. That's all she said. Just do the ADA requirements. Just that. Come on with it. That there's a real opportunity for us in this time and place to do and be better. And so asking for the sidewalks to be at the ADA requirements, asking for training to be 504 compliant, right? Because I was a trainer who did online training, and a lot of times making sure things that are compliant for folks with disability, like because it's a law, and I'm working on a government contract, I have to do it. But I know when we step outside of the law, when there's space for people to do what they want, the people that live in the margins, that have been placed in the margins, that are working their way onto the page consistently, having to purposely put themselves on the page, when the laws and the policies don't validate their existence, can be very difficult. And that's why this job is so important to me. That is why I don't take lightly that is 0.002% of people in the Commonwealth have the opportunity to do this, to legislate at the state level. So when we look at why we're doing something like Build in Public, when we look at why we've got restoration of rights at the top of the page, it is because we have to be intentional about showing up. This office has to be intentional about showing up for you and showing up for your neighbor that you may not know has a challenge. And so I'm grateful to President Truman for his executive order. I'm saddened that that there are certain aspects of that executive order 9981, right, shifted the very outlook of what the military looks like. And I know that may upset some people, right? It shifted that outlook, but that's the work that we have to do. That's why we have to take this very seriously. So I'm going to ask you all to remember, build in public VA in order to get people out of the margins and into the lens, right? And on the paper, there's some things that have to be done very, very publicly. So build in public gives you the opportunity to show what you'd like to see. Does that mean that I'll be able to carry every bill and introduce every bill, every policy, every opportunity on Build in Public? No. But we will find people that may be interested. You are the best advocates for your thing, so join us on this journey. So Resource Queen says, I would love to see more technology for blind and disability people that can have job opportunities for us. Yes. And I appreciate that you're on here. Good morning. Good morning, NFKVA. I appreciate that you're on here too, Resource Queen. I would love to connect the dots for you with some advocates that are in that area specifically. I have a gentleman, he's blind, Mr. Provost. He works with, I can't remember the organization, but he has spoken at a town hall before, just giving out resources for how we can be more cognizant as a society to people that are blind, that are differently able. And there are many job opportunities. I've been working with some or getting close to some employers that have a commitment for this. So good morning, Mike. Good morning. I didn't see that over there. Good morning to you guys. This is from Instagram, so I'm addressing that here. But please reach out to our office, Delegate Jackie. Guys, actually, if you send us a message on Instagram, you'll get that email address fairly quickly. And I'd love to connect the dots with you and some places where there's some real employment opportunities for folks that are differently abled, as well as advocates that are walking that same path as you. Please do that. Okay. Maybe you can be a certified doer. Maybe you can be our certified doer that works on, that helps us do better at being of service to people that are differently abled in our community. I hope you can do that. I believe you're a certified doer. I see you on here all the time. So please, we need you. And I mean that wholeheartedly. So let me say this again. If you have a community event or opportunity or something that you want me to announce to everybody in about a minute, I'm going to start going through those things. So put those things in the chat here. So Miss Charlene on LinkedIn says, congratulations to, let me push this show. Congratulations to all who served. And she also said, after you get the ADA requirements in place, get people to stop learning, leaving line vehicles in the sidewalks. Yes. Okay. Here's this part. Oh, Cats. Hey, I'm excited. Looking forward to see you at the round table this afternoon. Absolutely. So here's the deal. Miss Charlene is absolutely right. There is some overlap between what we do at the state level with making sure that we are complying with ADA requirements or provide space for people to do that. But Resource Queen and Miss Charlene, that rhymes. So Resource Queen and Miss Charlene, there is some advocacy that you all can do right at the local level, especially as it pertains to, my internet was a little behind, to the line vehicles in the sideways. I think sometimes that happens out of lack of spaces to put them in certain neighborhoods or whatever that is. I don't know, but there's some advocacy there. I know it because you're not the only ones. My neighbors be like, "Why they got them lime scooters on the sidewalk?" And what happens when a person can't go around or can't move that lime scooter? So yes, I'm 100% with you. Good morning, Vanita. Good. Cats, yep, I'm seeing at the round table. What else do we have there? Good morning, Mike. Good morning on a journey. Let's see. Do we have any community events? Anything anybody have going on? No? All right. So here's my call to responsibility. I'm going to say it again. Doers. Our first day to vote is September 22nd, right? We're going to be day ones. I want you to be my day one. We're going to vote on the first day, and then we're going to get out and we're going to get to work. Okay. I need you. So please sign up on our website to either be a poll greeter or whatever that looks like, right? However you can help, whether it's in your sphere, because when you join us with your lens, you just widen our view. And we're trying to have the biggest view possible of our Commonwealth, the biggest view possible of our district, the biggest view possible of our city, right? So I need you to check in with your lens. I need you to. I need you, right? We need it. It's important. I'm just making sure I'm getting all the comments over here. I need you. It is important. The last call to action. So I did the voting early. September 22nd. We're not even talking about November. We're talking about September. September. We voting in September. We day ones. Secondly, building public. Go engage. Go engage. We built this for you. Sign up for summer school. It's on the site. Summer school's on the site. Walk those folks that need rights restoration. I told you guys it's taken a long time for us. It's taken a minute. Walk them to the website. It's at the very top of the page. There's a ribbon that says, let me just repeat exactly, get help with your rights restoration today. All they got to do is click on it. Secondly, we also on our website have added a page where you can schedule a meeting with the office. If there's something that you need, or you're like, hey, I already just want to get on the calendar. At the very top of the page, we've launched where you can just go ahead and meet the office, right? Where you can just go pick that meeting out. Someone from my office will connect with you and make that happen. Secondly, we have a new ticketing system. So if you've got a question, comment, complaint, go ahead and put it on our website. We'll make sure you get a ticket number. We're trying to make sure that we streamline this constituent service hub in a real way. So Resource Queen says, she's on Instagram, y'all, says, I love to open another ADA that feels like no resources is not open the other ADA that feels like no resources is not there. It's a lot of resources that can reach out to the blind and to advise ag. Yeah, we need to connect. I got to get you with Mr. Provost. If you already know him, I apologize, but we gotta get you with Mr. Provost. I think that you guys will make an awesome team, at least resource wise, and getting people, bringing some real awareness and opportunities for people to engage. He gave us actually some really great resources on being a good advocate for the sight impaired, for the blind. So if you're looking for some resources, I've got some as well. But I think that connecting with him, and they have their group meets quite often, that would be a service to you to be connecting with them in a very real way. Anybody else on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, IG? Okay, yes. I love it when doers get together to get stuff done. Good morning. Coffee with Thomas here. Good to see you. All right. So that's all I got. Nobody put any events in there. It's a pretty quiet day. So if you're doing the rollback, the playback with us, it was so grateful. So thank you that you hung on to the end. I need your help. We're voting on day one, but I also need you to tell me, interface with the office. So, because we need you. All right. Be well until then. I'll catch you in a week. But also want to catch you in the comments, want to catch you keeping up with what we got going on. If you haven't signed up for our newsletter, do it. Do it. Sign up for our monthly newsletter. We get that out. We are, that's something you get every month. So sign up for our newsletter. It's on the website. There was something else. Oh, if you feel like you love the work that we do, that you're like the way that we engage, our mission takes money. And I hate to ask, but I'm doing it, right? Like every little dollar counts. If you want to give us $5 a month so that we can keep these websites going, so that we can hire the folks that we need to do, that is beautiful. We appreciate it. So you can go to delegatejackieglass.com, contribute to the mission. Oh, thank you guys. I delegate and doer. We are. That's us. Y'all, we be doing it. You are a doer. Resource queen, we're gonna get you in the know. We're gonna get you all set up to be a doer. What we got here? Commission has started a research. Oh, the commission has started. Charlene, please connect. Charlene, is it okay if I connect you with the resource queen too? Because I feel like there's some overlap here. Can I connect the two of you? You just let me know when you just let me know and I'll see it so I can go ahead and make you one of the connections for her when she reaches out to the office. Okay. Miss Charlene said that the commission has started a resource book. So resources in her name. So she resources in her name. So I know she with it. All right. We'll see. We can figure out what opportunities are out there. Until next time, do great, be great. I'm Jackie Glass, Mama, Navy vet, certified doer, the laced up legislator for the House of Delegates 89th District, working to earn the same opportunity to represent folks of the 93rd District. Do great, be great. Make it a great weekend. There's so much to do. Allow this rain to be a refresher, right? Allow this rain to be a refresher, a refresher, a refresher. All right. Be well. Hydrate. I mean it.